So while I was digging around in totes looking for this, I ran across some pictures. I thought I'd show them to you guys. This is the kind of work I used to do. And what I've done here is I've replaced rotten plywood and then put veneer over it to match the existing veneer in a little yacht. Let's work it on. Here's a piece I've stripped down and I'm preparing to re-veneer. This is kind of a terrible picture, but what I've done, see, is here I'm holding my panel. See, I'm using veneered panels that have been vacuum bagged, and then the veneer is applied with marine epoxy to Lloyd's of London rated 5mm Akumi, and then I pressed it using press sticks into place so that there's no nails or anything holding it, right? So it's just bonded back into the deal. Another terrible shot, but there's a panel I've veneered next to a doorway. That's the kind of stuff I used to do. A lot of repairs for water intrusion, especially around hatches. Here's a port light, and I've had to repair all the plywood and veneer around that where it rotted. I enjoyed that kind of work. It was very finicky, very detailed, and you had to be very precise. Yeah, that's the repair around it. Now it's repaired. And another crappy picture, port light, showing you the repair from a different angle. There's the port light, there's the repair. Yeah, it was real finicky work. You had to work with radiuses all the time. Everything had to fit perfectly with no seams. And that's a real tricky part. This is a piece where there was a handrail attached, and you're coming in and out of a doghouse, which has got a sliding top on it. And that was all rotted from water intrusion coming down the poorly bedded and sealed doghouse, which I also had to take off and repair and everything. And here's a pretty decent shot showing you like what a new piece of veneer looks like. That's the other side of the doghouse. Quite a lot of rot and deterioration from the poorly sealed sliding hatch assembly and rails. Yep, it's funny, all this stuff brings back a lot of memories. And then I ran across this picture. This is the year before my father died. I basically moved to Virginia so I could be near my dad and raise my kids and bring them up and have him be a grandpa for him. And sadly, he died on my birthday a few months after this picture. Yeah. So this is like one of the very last pictures I have of him, which is really cool to run across that. So a little trip down memory lane with RW here on Little Mountain, and now I'm going to go and mess around and do some leather work.